Thank you.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Right, welcome back to the Boxing Index Bets. This is the final show of this series. So, how did you do last week? How are you getting on?
Not as good. I mean, you had a double last week, didn't you? Or you've got a double this week.
So I didn't win any.
But you've got a double this week, and you're putting double. No, I'm fine. Right?
No, I'm going for trebles this week.
Oh, you got trebles?
Yeah.
Okay. So last week I got fucked. Firstly by Pacquiao losing.
Yeah, that was a shit. That was my bet was obviously Castro knockout, Macayo knockout, and then Pacquiao ruined it for both of us.
Pacquiao.
Did you?
I just bet outright.
I was just outright Pacquiao.
I just bet Pacquiao to win, and then
If he'd won that, I would have got, by decision, I would have got 52 quid from 8.
That's very decent.
Yeah, I would have made back all of the money that I've lost on this whole
You've lost
thing. I'm still, since we started this, I came into this show having won 3 weeks in a row on boxing.
Wow.
And then you can check on the Boxing Index Bets Instagram. And then since we started doing the show, I've not won a single bet.
Mate, I've won a couple, but not last week. Both mine last week. So I had Pacquiao outright. That lost, that was essentially a double. And then I had a tenfold, which I told you about, which we knew absolutely fucking no one. And 9 of the 10 came in, but on the first night, this Mexican fighter. Actually,
So was that the random Thursday night one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good.
He lost.
That's so
and
good.
he was 6-1 on, fighting in some backdoor Mexican state. I don't want to say that that's corruption right there, but I mean, all I'm saying is
was it televised?
No, I couldn't find highlights. I tried to watch the highlights. He doesn't even have a box rec profile. That's how backdoor it is.
I don't understand. What betting account is this?
Bet365.
Why are they putting those
No
on?
fucking idea.
How did they even find out that fight was
I
happening?
don't know, but maybe they're on the inside there.
Yeah.
They know that it's going to be gambling addicts.
To be fair, they could just. Is it legal for them to just put the guy who's the obvious favourite as not the favourite and tempt loads of people to bet?
They can, yeah, exactly. Of course they can. They can set their own odds. There's
So,
no
and with no research, you could have just got completely duped there.
Exactly, because that's the thing, is they probably know if the geezer doesn't have a box rec profile, they know that anyone that's betting on him clearly is just up for a bet, right? It doesn't know him, doesn't care. They're just going to back the favourite. So they couldn't just be, it could actually not be corrupt, it could just be some fat bum, and they put 6-1 on, right? So that
I really want to see a picture of this guy.
Should we try
What's his name?
Darwin Galliano.
Right, I'm finding him for a Boxing Index interview.
Mate, get him on, and I'll tell him
he's coming on the Boxing Index podcast.
Mate, he lost me big money because he does have a box rec. When I searched him before, maybe it's just not edited.
What's he like?
Oh, so look. He's got 10
and
wins
1?
and 7
Is it all just backdoor Mexican shows?
Henry Mendoza, Kenny Espinoza, Edgardo Avila, Alberto Zuniga, yeah. And everyone got shitty records. But I couldn't even find a photo of him before. I couldn't find that box rec. That's not him because I clicked on that before. Maybe that's him. Kamano looked at. Sorry, this is probably really boring for
looks
two.
like the Boxing Index Bets are going on tour to Mexico. I'm not going to find this guy. You fucked it.
Exactly. So,
we'd be in Vegas if it wasn't for you.
Like, literally, I would have had a big amount of money to take into this week.
Yeah, so what are you taking this week now?
10 quid that you gave me this morning.
So you lost all of it
I
last
lost
week?
everything.
Oh,
I put like 50 quid, 60 quid. And that would have turned about 250, and then I was planning to put 250 in.
Also, can I just say, for the viewers, this is some behind the scenes stuff. So Jacob messaged me asking whether when he won this week and had 150 quid, whether we wanted to take it all out to the pub and just have a massive night. You were so confident.
I was so confident.
Just going back to these ones, did you watch the Pacquiao fight?
I did watch it. I didn't watch it live, and then I watched the whole. I didn't watch the whole fight.
Yeah, same with me. Yeah.
What did you think?
I thought he just looked like just past it basically.
He does.
Do you know, he came out afterwards saying, initially afterwards he said, I might retire and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he's come out since then being like, actually, Ugas was the easiest opponent I've ever faced. He's a one-trick pony, I want the rematch.
Yeah.
And it's just I thought his hand speed's still there.
Yeah.
But his feet were dragging, he's normally bouncing around people creating angles, and can't catch him. There's none of that. I thought his punch resistance looked a bit off. He when he was getting hit, he normally sort of just bounces back from that kind of stuff. He seems actually getting a bit hurt. Yeah, and just slow basically.
But the thing is,
slow for Pacquiao.
So I'm not sure if you'll disagree with this based on what you you just said, but I thought the thing about him, I think he's definitely getting in the category, not of a boxer that needs to be saved by himself, but a boxer that doesn't want to stop. Like, so if you hear, and I think he is comparable to Mayweather in terms of work ethic. Like, when they were at the peak of their careers, they were often talked about as being two of the hardest workers. And like Mike Tyson recently said about Mayweather, like he's got no, exactly, they have no other vices, they carry on training. And they kind of do it. I think Pacquiao definitely does it, like obviously throwing money. But Pacquiao, you always got this sense of fucking raked in the dough, don't get me wrong, but like loves what he's doing, and it's got, you know, probably not that he's got nothing else, but I think he does a lot of it just in the love of the sport, the love of competing, the love of staying fit. Where I was going to say that you might disagree, so he's getting into that category where he's clearly past his best, I think, based off that performance. Maybe if he was a younger fighter and you give him the benefit of the doubt and say that it's it's a one-off. But because of his age, and I think we said this last week, it's like as soon as you have a bad performance at that age, you don't get given the benefit of the doubt. Everyone assumes, because the fall-off can be so quick. If you're already boxing at a higher than average age and you've got a longer than average career, the drop-off is so quick, can be so quick. As soon as you have one bad fight, people kind of
he's not going to improve on that performance.
Exactly.
I think one of the things you used to see with Pacquiao so much was that even if like maybe the guy had like a good game plan down or something, he just had such a high volume of punch output. He could just overwhelm his opponents, and he just didn't have that energy in his fight. And like, because I think he's obviously like he's still a good fighter. Like he's still got something to offer boxing, but I just think at the level you'd expect Pacquiao to be fighting at, and that would sort of like be worth his reputation and like stature and things that people get excited about. Like there's no one really there that he can still compete with. Like he's not going to take on Errol Spence or Terence Crawford or even like the guys coming through like Jaron Ennis or Virgil Ortiz, like any of those guys.
So what I was thinking is that if he clearly wants to box, and this is where I was going to say that you might disagree, I don't think he looks like he's taking too much punishment necessarily over his career to the extent that you would look at him and say he needs to stop from a health standpoint. Like he seems like he's all there mentally.
Well, I think if he isn't, I think sometimes it can sort of
delay
onset exactly. Then I think he's probably past that point already.
Yeah. So if he wants to carry on fighting, do you not think that he'll start fighting again? So Oscar De La Hoya yesterday called out Mayweather, which I'm sure you saw.
Yeah.
That's now going to be a really lucrative business, like almost like a
retired guy,
a Legends tour kind of thing. Like
I think Mike Tyson was actually trying to start. Like that's
he said that
thing, I don't know like whether he's still trying to do it or what's going on.
He mentioned it, but it's like all these guys clearly want to fight, and it's like all the guys that have done it their whole career because they don't get the buzz off anything else. And it's like even when you hear Tony Bellew, who obviously I haven't seen in a couple of years, sitting at home safely with the wife and kids, but like he talks about fighting, Froch talks about fighting. It's like very few of them say, "Oh, I'm completely done."
And if you think about it, how frustrating would it be for those kind of guys where they've been in like this prime where they can just go out and like beat up whoever, and then they've still got the mindset for it. But their body just can't keep up anymore.
But then if they're fighting like their old kind of rivals and they're still making a fucking dough, like obviously David Hayes coming back to fight his mate, they're all clearly up for it.
Tyson Jones.
You can clearly, like Tyron Woodley, obviously going across from MMA, but he's comparable because for a long time people think he was retired. Mate, I think, and then you have also old UFC stars coming down to boxing, so Peter Belford too, who apparently boxed early on his career, but I never knew that. So yeah, I think that could be a real draw for him.
I did think like the Mayweather sort of exhibition route is something that he'd be interested in, especially because he obviously already expressed interest in fighting Conor McGregor. Do you remember maybe a year ago or something when Conor McGregor was on the comeback? There was talks of that, so that fight probably won't happen. With like Conor McGregor like struggling in UFC and that kind of stuff, but I think it shows that Pacquiao's definitely open to that kind of stuff. And
also, I mean, in terms of Pacquiao, I aired a hypothesis last week that I think he's probably taking some sort of fighting supplements that are injected into your arse crack. I don't know.
Eloquent way of saying.
Well, obviously, I don't know really how these guys inject these substances, so I'm not sure if it's arse crack, arse cheeks, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't want to say. I think he's taking that. But what I was going to say is that in this like Legends, whatever we're going to call it, there's clearly like very lax testing. Because if Oscar De La Hoya can pass some sort of drugs test, right, and this man's like,
I don't think cocaine enhanced performance.
No, but he's still tested for. Yeah, it's still on the.
Yeah, but I feel like they'd see it and I'd be like, let's just get that on. If anything, that's anything.
Well, I don't know.
Unless he does it on fight.
Right, because he's going to be bouncing around the ring like a motherfucker. So,
I think that's a good note to move on to this week's bets. Right, so yeah, do you want to give us yours? What
yes,
are you going for?
I just put one bet on because I've only got 10 left. It's last week. I want to turn some serious profit. Fucking 20, 30 quid don't do it for me anymore. I want some big money. So I put Tyron Woodley to win in round 6 against Jake Paul, 10, £260. Right, Tyron Woodley, famously known for his lack of punching power. Jake Paul, a very young man that seems to be able to take a punch. I think that's a guaranteed fucking bet to come.
But I do think that would be one, like, obviously these like Jake Paul fights, you don't really know like what you're getting. Essentially, he seems to be like lining up punching bags. But if Woodley does hit him, because he hasn't actually really, I can't think of when he's been hit in any of these little fights he's been doing.
No.
So that will be like kind of interesting. Even if Woodley just gets knocked out, if he hits him, it would just be kind of interesting how he reacts.
As much as I joke, I mean, I've seen some of the videos of Woodley doing pads. There's only so much you can tell from pads, but it does look like he's got decent hand speed.
Yeah.
And he's a proper fighter. Like
this is shorter though, isn't he? I feel like, because you know, like inside fighting is such like a difficult technique to learn. Like even some pros don't. Like pros have been in the game for years, like can't quite get the hang of it. And then you get these guys who come in, they're the shorter guys, and then their whole fight relies on them getting on the inside.
Yeah.
And it's just like how the hell are you going to do that when you've been training boxing?
That's true. That is true. But I mean, I
just feel like, fuck, I need to change my bet.
No, I know it's the long shot. But
yeah, by the 26th,
that was a good indication. But the thing is,
nothing gets past you.
It's definitely a proper test though. Like, because a lot of Ben Askren went in there to fight. Like, he was definitely saying, obviously, everyone fucking knew he wasn't ever known for any sort of stand-up fighting.
He was so out of shape.
He was out of shape. He admitted that he's not very good boxing. He was just gambling on Jake Paul not being a good boxer, and was essentially a wrestler, a grappler. Tyron Woodley, I get the sense, is going in there to fight, and also has a bit of a legacy to maintain. Like, if he gets punched up, like Askren was part, because he went to UFC late in his career. Obviously, he fought in one beforehand. And had won championships in, and I don't think it was Bellator. It might be Bellator. I think it was Cage Warriors or Bellator. But anyway, he won championships in one and something before.
Yeah.
But was in the UFC was a bit of a joke. Like obviously had that drama with Dana White.
Yeah.
Beforehand, took the piss out of Dana. He seemed to be a bit of a nerdy guy. Like Tyron Woodley is.
Has serious UFC.
It's serious UFC and has some outstanding beef with people like Darren Till.
Mm.
Like if Jake Paul knocks him out, like Darren Till will have a field day on Twitter. So it's
well, won't that be bad for Darren Till? Because Darren Till lost him.
Yes. But then, yeah.
I guess it's different.
But Darren Till does not give a fuck as well. He just don't give a fuck. So,
I love it when he goes on like interviews with like Arian Helwan.
Yeah.
And then he just like, do you see the one where he's like, can you swear on this, Ariel? And he's like, no, this is like before shit, this kid's watching this kind of stuff, and he's just like going, fuck shit, man! He's like swearing loads.
He really
loves so much. And I think who else was on it? I think it was like Tony Bellew was on it with them as well.
Right.
Or some other like Scouts guy, I think. And then he just started like pissing himself.
Mate, he's funny, and like his Twitter banner, like Karen Till.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at least I think Tyron Woodley's turned out to be.
You've gone big on the final week.
Gone big in the final
week. I like it.
Don't think I'll go home.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so for my bets, I've gone for first bet, £5 treble. They're both like not going for huge money like
wow.
you. But basically I win both of these bets 10 to 50 quid. So it's a decent final week. Basically I'll just earn back the money that I've lost since we started this.
Wow.
Roll it into the next one. And so I've gone for Anthony, I don't know how you pronounce his name, Kakase? The Northern Irish guy, he's like friends like Half Frampton and stuff, against Leon Woodstock. I've gone for him to win by decision. Then I've gone Akeem Ennis-Brown to beat Sam Maxwell by decision. Sam Maxwell's the guy, have you seen the video of, well actually he's got a couple of funny videos. There's one where he's like, outside his garden on the pads and he punched himself in the face.
What does he do? Just click the bat?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how it happened, but I just remember him punching himself in the face. And then the other one was when, have you seen the video of the guy who's like, it's the last round, he was like a Spanish or Turkish guy, something like that, and he'd like won like almost every round. 10-round fight, and he got into the last round of the fight, and he was like showboating with his hands up, and then he just got caught by one punch in like the last like 10 seconds. That's Sam Maxwell, yeah.
Fucking hell.
So yeah, I've gone for him to lose.
Right, okay, yeah.
I've gone for him to lose by decision to Aki Menace-Brown, and then Amanda Serrano to win by KO.
That seems a pretty decent.
Yeah, so I think that's a fairly solid bet.
Yeah.
So that's £5 returns 28.
That's decent.
And then my other bet, gone for all big knockouts on the Jake Paul.
Yes, love to hear it.
So I've gone Dubois rounds 1 or 2. Because I saw the guy, and like he's got an okay record, but I feel like there's so many American heavyweights who just have like.
And also this is the
records. It's like Chris Lovejoy.
Yeah.
He's useless, and he's 20. Well, he was 20.
Yeah, it's just a bit of a scammer, obviously.
Yeah. and because the guy that he's fighting is like 19-1 or something.
Right, okay.
But I feel like he's just gonna be some big stiff American who was just going to blow out there.
That's Tyson Fury, such a big stiff idiot. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that video where he declared war on the whole of Liverpool? Well, I say that. It's like when he's ringside at like 22.
And he's talking about value and price.
Yeah. He's talking that basically, I'm going to do you some serious damage, you big stiff.
He's like, and I'll do your mate in 3 rounds.
I'll do your gay lover, Tommy Bailey in 3 rounds. But the funny thing is, he's like, I'm going to do you serious damage, and they're like, right, all right, Tyson, calm down. And he's like, no, one more. And he's like, that's your gay lover, Tony Bailey, I'm fighting in 3 rounds. I'm going to cut you.
So yeah, I reckon that he's blown him out there in rounds 1 or 2.
Right.
Then I've gone Tommy Fury. Do you know he's fighting Jake Paul's sparring partner?
Yeah.
He's like an MMA guy. So I reckon he won't have like too much boxing ability about him. So I've gone rounds 1 to 3 with that one. And then I've just gone Jake Paul by KO.
Yeah.
So we're on opposite sides. Against each other. And I couldn't pick a round, so I just said KO. And then that's £5 returns 21.
That's decent too. So you're very much playing to win this whole competition.
Oh shit, yeah. So if I do this,
give me a single bet you win. Unless mine comes in, which I say very probably not.
It's all to play for.
It's all to play for. I'm sure the viewers are absolutely fucking riveted.
Yeah.
Are we going to do a podcast explaining our losses again, or should we just sack it off here and put it on Instagram?
Maybe we'll see. Okay. Well, because I'm away next week, aren't I?
I think we'll just stick it on Insta. If anyone's watching and interested. Well, you know I'm not, because I keep saying messaging us, no one ever gets to this point.
Someone this week, please message us.
Let us know.
Please, someone watch.
Exactly.
And then just final thing, we're launching a subscription service. So we're going to have it linked in the description of this video. Hopefully it's up by now, by the time I post this. You can become a Boxing Index supporter and get exclusive access to all of our articles for just £1 a month, or you can become a Boxing Index super supporter and get entered into giveaways, do live Q&As with the writers, open all the articles as well, and so that's also £1 a month for the first 3 months, then it goes up to like a £5. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description and sign up. And the premium subscription service also has 10% off to Temple's OnlyFans, which is boxing things. No, that's not linked to the description. No one's supposed to know about that. If anybody's watching, follow Jade on Instagram. Have we moved the needle at all on your Instagram?
Not at all. Not at all. Anything is going down.
So it's like, fuck, we like the pictures, we didn't realise we never had to see before.
Mate, because whenever I post something anti-horoscope telling girls they're fucking stupid, I lose like 10 followers every time I do it. So at the moment I do.
You're going to stop doing that? Or?
Nah, fuck it. You know,
power through.
They're stupid.
Right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you probably next season.
See you next season.
Cheers.